Okay, we're on to action items. First is to take action to approve policy 424, non-public school student participation in district courses, programs, and activities.
I will so move.
I'll second it.
Moved by Doug, seconded by Dan. By Doug, seconded by Dan. Any questions, comments, board members? All in favor?
Just one thing there, I like the way it was rewritten, Chris, so it does leave you some leeway to make it, but it does not overcrowd us, does not allow it for a maximum. Now, the question is we try not to be at maximum, obviously, right? I don't know that, that clarification would mean at maximum. So does the second sentence, or being overcrowded, take into account that if you've got a course that takes a lot more time of the teacher, that we can deny that? Okay. Because I just want to give some discretion to the administrative part, if that's the case on the course. Okay. Thanks.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, nay? Let's do 831 next. Policy 831, tobacco-free school.
Also move that we accept it.
Second.
Motion by Doug, seconded by Dawn. Questions, comments?
This also included the new e-cigarettes that are out now, so it updates our policy that we did have that was getting outdated.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, nay? Policy 823 and the guidelines. That would be access to public records.
So move.
Second.
By Dan, seconded by Dawn. Questions, comments?
Comment, we may have to bring this up in the near future to revise it based on the current pace that was just discussed from MPS, whereas the public office that you're requesting records from can actually determine, based on your requirements, what you may be doing with those public records and deny it, and that was upheld in court. So we'll have to review if that's any modification to ours, but I don't know at this point can we review that. So let's just go forth with this one and take the future as it comes.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. We need to take action to accept resignation for the purpose of retirement effective the end of 2013-14 school year. That's Donna Collian. She writes a letter, Dear Mr. Yoke, I feel blessed to have had the opportunity to work and grow in a district so dedicated to our children. Thank you for all your support and guidance. Is there a motion to accept her resignation?
Also move.
Second.
Moved by Doug, seconded by Dan. Questions, comments? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Unanimous? Take action to approve bids for building grounds projects. Doug?
He's got all of it.
Following up from our Buildings and Grounds Committee meeting, which occurred at 6 o'clock tonight. The first bid that will come is regarding the evergreen resealing, restriping, seal coating with asphalt contractors out of Union Grove being approved or recommended vendor for that. Cost of $6,234.
Motion?
Also move.
Motion by Doug,
Second.
seconded by Dan. Questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, nay?
The next Buildings and Grounds project is for 3 items over at Fox River, again related to blacktopping, resealing, those types of things. And that bid is awarded to Pave Tech. Approximate cost of, I believe, $28,719.
Yes. And that was for, under the overhang there, to put in cement in one section, asphalt the other. To put a rear parking area behind the building, also would be for the buses when you have your 2 rows, and to have the pathway that you had requested a while back.
Thank you.
I mentioned that now. We also, we're looking at redoing the basketball court, but that would not come out of buildings and grounds, that would end up being out of recreational. So that will, what we're voting on tonight is just what's coming out of the budget for buildings and grounds.
So are you making the motion, Doug?
Yes, I am.
A second.
Second, made by Doug, second by Dawn. Any questions, comments?
I have one question. So that takes care of Fox River. Fox River's not on the reseal this year?
No.
Is it? No.
No, it's not.
Okay. So when they do Evergreen, are they going to do the skirt in the front where when they redid Evergreen?
I can ask them to do that.
Yeah, I would make sure they take care of that. Don't start to crack up all the week and their oil caulking, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
And the joints in that,
Yeah, next, yeah.
Further comments? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Unanimous?
The other 2 projects, which were discussed at Buildings and Grounds, fall under the $5,000 limit, and that's a project at Trailside and a project combined at Trailside and Woodfield, and so there's no board action that's necessary on that. And then the last piece was just replacing shades, window blinds, window treatments here at Evergreen because ours is still there. And I would ask for a motion not to exceed $8,000 because that was the lowest bid.
Also move.
Moved by Doug,
Second.
second by Dan. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Unanimous.
We have to put on the parking lot for Trailside for next year then? That would be second.
What Doug Schwartz is talking about is the committee is recommending in the 2014-15 budget that the Trailside parking lot, main parking lot, have an overlay applied. And the approximate cost on that is about $25,000. So again, the plan on that would be next year's budget.
If you look at that, the middle section was done 2 years ago, that's holding up, but from water and that beforehand, the section going towards the highway there is breaking out quite a bit now. But we would like to put it off and take it out of next year's budget.
Okay, so here's my question. You're talking over there, you're talking the same fiber membrane underneath?
I'd have to get the specs on that.
I'm really not in favor of that. But-
Okay.
And especially if you're cracking up already on the base. At that point, you're better off grinding it up and redoing the whole base. So
Yeah,
there's so many problems over there.
They're gonna place 1.5 inch asphalt on top of what's there now.
Which was extending the cracks and.
And they were gonna grind down, so no necessary butt joints, scratch coat to fill potholes in low areas, apply tack coat, and then place and compact 1.5 inches of asphalt.
You want to talk about that more?
Yeah, we're talking about that more.
We'll send it back to the committee then. That's fine.
Thank you.